Yo, 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 what up?
Are we live?
I hope so.
I think so. Let me what it is. We're
Yo,
still
it's
we're
what?
still figuring this shit out. So
Yeah,
uh,
pretty
let's
exciting
just double
start.
check, make sure we're live. Every time Luke goes live on his live chat, I should say live a couple more times. Uh, he always he always asks me to text him like a thumbs up just to make sure you know things sound good and look
That
good
he's
because
actually talking to somebody.
yeah, because like for the 10 years that he's been doing live chats, he is like well known in the MMA community for and his following for having just like technical difficulties basically
No.
every other episode. So what up, Richmond John? We got oh man, we got two viewers in here
All right, let's just
blowing
do
up.
it. Quick intro. This is It Doesn't Matter, episode 2. I'm Shorts. That's Othello. O, and we're gonna hop into the show here in a second. But we like this. We like to ease into it. We like
Yeah,
to ease into it.
a little bit of foreplay, a little bit of shorts play.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
like to knead the bread a little bit.
Shouts to the I don't want to give out the number, the amount, but shouts to all the people who have signed up for our Patreon.
Yeah,
Um, it's awesome.
it is
Uh,
an embarrassing number, but it's so much better than we thought.
yeah, I'm not embarrassed by that number. That's
I'm not hating at all, by the way.
yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
happy.
It's good.
I'm
It's good
ecstatic.
for like just getting started up, and I appreciate people just signing up without knowing what we're doing or what we're capable of, and also the fact that we don't even have microphones yet. Clearly,
Well,
um,
we were
oh
working
yeah,
on it earlier, but
yeah,
it didn't really work out.
but all in due time. But yeah, shouts to the people who have signed up for our Patreon. So today we have like a little bit of a different format that we talked about this past week. Um, we are going to do a full show, a free show, till about 9:15. Oh no, 8:10:15, and then after that we're gonna do a second show that goes up on the Patreon tomorrow. So
Basically 45 and 45. First 45 is live. Second 45 is going to be, um, $5 a month on the Patreon. I mean, honestly, I was thinking about it today, and I thought about it a lot in the past week. But a $5, I don't think I'm worth $5 a month for anything. But when I think about content and what I subscribe to personally and what I pay for content and stuff, I think $5 a month for basically four hours is pretty fucking good.
yeah,
It's a pretty
I
good
mean,
bargain.
that's a 20-ounce Red Bull a month.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know because I drink three a day. I have
yeah.
but yeah, it's like a beer. Buy someone a beer a month. Uh, that's about it. But yeah, I know how how stingy people can be, especially when it comes to every single podcast in the world asking for something from their listeners. So you don't have to sign up for the Patreon. You can just listen to the free show as long as you check us out in one way or the other. But yeah, as we go on, obviously, like getting the quality of the show up to higher standards is kind of like it's a top priority for us. But we appreciate the people who are like in it with us from the jump.
And we did get a lot of feedback from people last week, or in the past week, I should say, uh, too, which is good because we need that. We want that. I mean, I think a part of delivering a good product and improving is being honest with yourself, but also letting other people be honest with you and being critical
Yeah,
where it's needed. And if you're not, it makes it tough for us to know what we're doing wrong sometimes. I mean, we can watch it with our own critical eye ourselves, but there's always going to be something that somebody else points out where you go, oh, well, I didn't really think of it like that. That's a
yeah,
good point.
Richmond John. So if you got anything you think we suck at, just feel free to let us
Yeah,
know. um,
my
no, I'm
feedback's
glad he's
like,
in here, and I'm glad these other two lurkers are in here. Make yourself known. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. We're gonna do something a little different this episode. We eventually want to get to a place where we're comfortable like jumping to videos and doing shtick about like weekly videos that we find and we collect. But there are tons of lifestyle topics and tons of shit going on in our lives that we feel like that should be kind of like the main stake of the show. And after that wells run dry, we can get into videos and shit like that.
I love steak.
Yeah, steak is bazilli. But I feel like last episode I pretty much steered the ship because you were freaking out for a multitude of reasons.
Still am.
So I wanted to kind of like defer to you and let you kind of like, I know you had a bunch of topics. I have topics too. But like, is there anything you want to start with? Because if not,
yes. So it's funny. We both came across this video. Let me pull it up real quick and then I'll share it. But I thought it was so funny because you sent it to me and I was like, oh my God, I was going to send the same video.
Wait, real quick. Before you bring up this video, can I talk to you about your banger of a topic last week?
Yeah. Sorry.
I mean, come on.
Sorry,
I mean,
I'm sorry.
Dude, for those who don't know, Shorts texted me, like, this is the first episode we're doing, and Shorts texted me.
Like, I'm sure I won't be freaked out about this for the next 7 days.
No. Richmond John. That's so funny. A little more combo around ponytails and cocktails. Otherwise great. I don't know. I think that band is now defunct. I'm not sure. But anyways, last week, so Shorts and I were like, we were kind of like, trying our best to prep good topics and shit like that. And, really digging deep. I pulled some of those old videos from like back in the days that, I don't know, maybe some of you enjoyed, maybe it was a dud. But Shorts texted me, he was like, yo, dude, I got a banger of a topic. I can't wait to talk to you about it. And I was in my head, I'm like, oh shit, like, what is this going to be? Is it like, like the most controversial shit ever? Is it, Crips versus Bloods? I don't know, like something that when you say banger of a topic, I'm like, oh man,
banger,
revolutionary. This is going to put It Doesn't Matter on the map. And then, I don't know. For those who don't remember, I brought it up last week and I was like, yo, man, let's get into that banger of a topic you got. And, you want to remind the people what the banger of the topic was?
Do you stand or sit while you poop?
No, not while you poop, while you wipe your ass.
Yeah. I heard you fucked it up. While you poop. Oh, standing while you poop.
Dude, I mean... Dude, when you said that, I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I love you, and you're one of my best friends, probably like top 3 best friend, top 2, and
thanks, man.
I've been looking.
Your wife for that?
Huh?
We're nothing.
and I've been looking forward to doing a show with you for a while. But when you said that, when you were like, "Do you wipe your ass standing up or sitting down?" Like for like 13 seconds, I was like, "Have I made it? Did I make it?" Like,
have I completely blundered?
Was this the wrong thing to do? Because, I mean, I feel like that's a topic that I would have brought up when I was doing BO radio with Brendan Cooney when we were like 20 years old, 22. And,
no. Has Shorts lost his slow ball?
Dude, I think you may have some ring rust, and maybe you heard a conversation on like Legion of Skanks where they like had
I don't even remember telling you which show I heard it on, and you guessed it earlier today when we were texting.
Was it?
You were like, no more Legion of Skanks conversations.
They're a different show, man. They can riff for like 20 minutes about like pooping your pants and stuff like that. I mean, I'm sure, dude, I love potty humor, but like, I don't know. I can't, farts are hilarious.
I love a good doo-doo topic.
Yeah. Bogu goes doo-doo every now and then, and it's fun to talk about it. But for that to be your banger of a topic, I was like, oh my god, like what happened to him during COVID? And I talked to my wife.
It happened to be during COVID.
I talked to Jessica. I was like, I'm a little. I'm happy that I'm doing the show as shorts, but I'm a little worried because like the topic he brought up the other day was he should know better.
Your wife.
Yeah. And she was like, well, you need to have an honest conversation with him, and you need to tell him that. And I was
Here
like,
we are.
how am I going to tell him that his topics are terrible? Like I want to discourage him from coming up with like new topics, but it was the first episode. It was a fluke. You got I think you got influenced by like a funny show that you like. So I just want to start with like a clean slate this episode.
Yeah. So fuck you, fuck your wife. No, I'm just kidding. Not fuck your wife. She's great. Yeah. So this is the. Let me pull up this video. We both stumbled across it. I thought it was pretty great.
Oh, we're getting into videos? That's fine. That's fine. But when you were texting me, you were saying like you wanted to hold off on videos.
Well, let's play one.
All right. Richmond John, you should check out Perry Caravel live on YouTube. It's so funny.
All right, so female TikToker tried to check a man for apparently looking at her in the gym and accuses him of being a pervert. Then this happened.
Oh, yeah.
Something. Do you need something? Do you need something? Okay, I thought so. Keep pushing.
If you're getting rude, you can leave. Nobody was looking at you any type of way. I don't own the gym, I work here.
Can you full screen it?
And if you're getting rude, then you can leave.
That means what?
I can call the police and have the trespass right now. Would you like that?
Go ahead.
Okay, cool.
Go ahead, let him know.
That's what we'll do. So right now, you can take the stuff and head up front. Right.
Cut the cameras.
All right, so
Can you real quick? Can you full screen it?
yeah.
I want to get a good look at her. Can you just play it a little bit? Not the whole thing. I just want to.
Yeah.
Do you need something? Do you need something? Okay, I thought so. Keep pushing.
If you're getting rude, you can leave.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
What a Dean Koontz, dude.
Fuck her, first of all. She's not even hot.
I mean, she's all right. I'd give her maybe like a
like a 3.
2. No, maybe like a 7.3. No, yeah, between 7.5 and 8.2. The thing is, it's hard to judge when they're in like the gym outfits like that, you know?
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's crazy. like girls at the gym these days. Like we talked about this with other men involved, not just you and I. And the other men brought it up, and then you just kind of reacted. Is what I'm trying to say. And there's so many ridiculous girls at the gym these days. Like it's crazy. That's why, like, I look at her and I go, "She's nubs."
Oh yeah, in comparison to like what else you see at the gym, yeah, she is. She, as Richmond John says, bold for a 6. Yeah, she's just commonplace at the gym. The thing is like it's different because the gym culture now has girls dressing up in yoga pants and like the tightest outfits. They look like they're about to like do a tag team match for like they all dress like, I mean, I don't have a problem with it. They can dress however they want. But
I definitely don't have a problem with it. No.
Yeah, if you're Bazilli, it's like, dude, I'm a dude, and you know, I don't see. Here's the thing: is like I have 2 daughters now, so I'm like way into women's rights, and I'm a feminist. Uh, Wonder Woman is a great movie, by the way.
Are you wearing a pussy hat yet?
And I try to see the other side of things, where like you know, there probably are instances where chicks are you know, getting gawked at and stared at in the gym, and it makes them want to leave and shit like that. But I think with like TikTok culture and social media, it is like that is not the concern. The concern is, how do I get content for my followers? How do I make myself a victim in this thing that is kind of like a phenomenon that's going on right now? I see so many of these videos all the time.
Definitely. Yeah.
So yeah, it's like it definitely seems disingenuous in this case, and a lot of the videos I see.
Well, what I loved about this video is like it this doesn't happen often, but this is where it's like, in her mind, she goes, "Oh, well, I'm filming this for my TikTok. I'm going to win this battle," or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But then like the narrative flips on her, and she doesn't see it happening. And this guy's like, "Well, I'm just going to boot your ass out of this fucking gym, so fuck you."
Yeah. She didn't see it.
It even had like kind of like a women posting their L's vibe to it at the end, because like she posts like, "I lost my membership and got charged with trespassing" thing.
Yeah.
It's very so she missed the narrative, and this is what I hate about narratives. I mean, it's obviously so stupid, but this is what I think, like TikTok and Instagram videos, like Reels and stuff like that, they revolve all around this, where it's like, this is a thing, I'm going to do the thing, and that's going to be it. And one of those things happens to be girls posting dudes gawking at them.
Yeah.
And then they just whore the dude. By the way, they're not asking the guy for permission to post his ass all over the internet.
Right.
So that's fucked up. Like, even if he did look and he got caught looking on a girl's video, is it right to just blast that guy all over the fucking internet? Like, that's not cool.
I don't know. I guess it depends like how hard he's staring, you know? Like there should be, I don't know. If I was a chick and a dude was like creeping me the hell out, and he was like just staring at everything I was doing and legit following me, not like, you know, some of them say, I would want some sort of retaliation. But yeah, Richmond John says, "Is this disingenuous and or staged?" Yeah, that's the thing.
Could be. It could be.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like
this is where like the line between like reality and like social media becomes blurred. And that's where like it gets kind of scary, because you're like, I don't even know what the fuck is real anymore.
I believe that you know how like some people the origin of the phrase like chip on your shoulder goes back to like medieval times, where like people who they would literally walk with like a wood chip on their shoulder, and it meant like they were willing to like, you know, fight somebody or battle somebody. And I like think about that when I see her, because I'm like, she went to the gym thinking, I'll just post, you know, I'll just do this video of myself working out. But if somebody like even like slightly like looks at me, I'm going to make it a chance to be like a viral video.
Yeah.
And they jump on those opportunities. Yeah, I think the tide is turning a little bit, because like that guy, have you seen that guy Joey Swole?
No.
He's like this like gigantic. He's like a white Ronnie Coleman, and he his whole like Twitter and TikTok feed.
That's me and Ronnie.
His whole Twitter and TikTok feed is like devoted to. You should look him up. He's gigantic.
I get sites for titters.
feed is like devoted to calling out like shit like this. Like he wants to preserve and like make the gym like a you know, for lack of a better word, a safe space for people who want to work out. So anytime he like sees stuff like this, he'll post the videos and just completely put them on blast. And I think that a lot of people like are jumping on the bandwagon and kind of like hitting up these girls who are doing this and letting them know that like this is not a good way to gain followers.
Yeah, I think I might have seen that guy. I just didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
And you're right. And it's kind of annoying because, and I'm only going to say where because I'm trying to get a hook job, but but I go to the Lifetime in Ashburn, and I can't go at certain times of the day because there's just too many fucking kids there. Like I don't mean children. I mean like 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds.
Like hot kids.
Yeah, like hot children. And they'll just they'll go like a pack of them, and they'll like circle around machine or whatever, or they'll take TikTok videos of each other. And I just don't want to get caught up in any of that shit. I just don't want
roll deep with the crew. Yeah.
Like remember when we used to like film stuff? We used to like ask for well, not everywhere, but some places we would ask for permission to film and shit like that because you don't want to like. It's just not. It's not okay, in my opinion, to just catch people off guard and in the background, and that shit happens all the time.
What do you mean?
I just don't want to be there for
in a public place. You don't think it's okay to catch people in the background?
Well, if you're paying $150 fucking dollars, I don't want to be in your goddamn TikTok video.
Are you talking about if they're just like, you know, just happen to be a bystander and the video isn't about them, or you're talking about in instances where like
either way
about somebody?
Either way.
No, I mean I don't give a shit if somebody's in the background of a video. Like, why does that matter? But
well,
if you're talking shit about somebody,
I don't know where it's going, and I'm just saying I wouldn't expect other people to be okay with it, and I'm not okay with it either for that reason.
You know, that's how
saying, like there's it should come with like a little bit of personal privacy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not technically like a public place. It's a private membership. You're paying for the fucking place for the right to go inside.
Yeah. You know the Hodge twins, the like two black Jack twins who are like kind of like I don't know, right wing dudes now, but they used to just do like wacky like gym pranks and stuff like that, and they worked out of the Gold's Gym in Clock Tower.
No shit, that's crazy.
Here in Herndon, and then they got booted because they were like filming a chick who was like drinking a water bottle and looked like she was like S-ing a D, and they posted it on their YouTube. they got the boot.
But was that an instance where they posted it like and she was like the focus of the video? Because I think you're right, there is like a delineation there.
Yeah. She without her consent and all that stuff. That would be embarrassing. I'd be pissed off if somebody did that to me. Yeah. But if I'm just walking in the background and someone's doing like a friggin' deadlift max, I don't give a shit. But anyways, that's neither here nor there.
I'm really just annoyed because like it happens all the time, and like it's just so fucking lame. First of all, like I think that's the reason I have such a distaste for it. It's so fucking lame how many like fucking kids or hot children are at the gym filming like their squats and filming their bench press, and they're like barely doing any weight, but like to them it's like the fucking world,
Yeah.
And that's fine, but fuck them.
Yeah, everything is for an audience, for whatever audience you have. For the 5 people in our audience right now. No, but it's annoying. I mean, you've gone back to the gym. I haven't gone back to the gym since like May of maybe 2021 regularly. So like I got big man boobs and all that stuff, and it is like a totally different experience.
Jitters.
Going when you're in shape is like, I don't know, you feel like you're I don't know, like you belong, And then when you go and you're a big fat waist who can barely do a pull up, I understand why people like are ashamed to go to the gym and this whole like Planet Fitness, stay away from golds and that old culture, because I was talking to my friend about this, and I was like, when you see it, maybe I was talking to you about it. When you see a big fat dude at the gym who's trying to like, better himself and like hitting the treadmill and stuff, do you judge him a little bit? Are you like,
yeah, because it's me,
mocking him a little bit in your head, even though, he's trying to better himself? Do you find yourself doing that?
No, I used to when I was younger. I don't anymore. Now because I kind of like know the struggle.
You see like a 400-pound dude coming in there, walking, level 1 on the treadmill. There's no judgment.
No, I'm actually like kind of rooting for the guy silently in my head.
Yeah.
One time I even like, this would have been fucking crazy. Like sometimes I just like come up with insane shit in my head, and I just have to like go, don't do that. Don't do that. Even though it feels right, don't do it because it's wrong. One time I almost went up to this dude and was like, hey, buddy, you're doing a great job. Just keep working at it. I was as fat as you 6 months ago. And I was like 5 minutes went by, and I was like, what the fuck was I thinking?
You're like, don't do that.
Why would I ever do that?
Yeah. I was as disgusting and foul as you, and
I still am.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, that would feel terrible if somebody said that to me. I'm not like. It's weird, man. I'm not at a. Yeah, man, dude. Like, so weird. It's probably annoying that we're talking about the gym, especially for people who like don't care about the gym or
Who
don't
gives a fuck
or whatever. But it's been like a huge.
I'm just kidding.
I can't like get over. Because, dude, I don't want to be a fat dad, man. I don't want my daughters to like look at me and be like, yeah, that's my dad. He's cool, but he's kind of embarrassing because.
Didn't you say your little girl was like poking your belly or something?
Oh yeah. My 3-year-old, she was like, Dada, you have big belly. And I was like,
that is so crushing.
She's like, Mama has medium belly, and I was like, yeah. And she's like, her name's Vera, but she says it Beta. She's like, because she has a Bolivian grandma. She goes, Beta has small belly, and I'm like, yeah, no, I know the difference. I know. But you have big belly, and I'm like, damn, man, like, it's
You're like, just wait
till she realizes big belly means like lack of discipline and gonna die before she turns 40.
Oh god, that's brutal.
So yeah, dude, I don't know. Also, dude, I remember like being in elementary school and like when kids' parents would come in, if a kid had like a big silly like dad who was like jacked, you'd be like, oh my god, like it's a fucking superhero who just walked in here, it'd be kind of some clout.
But that's so rare though, isn't it?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like, when I was in shape, I could have qualified as like a guy who would get those responses from like 4-year-olds,
Yeah.
Am I wrong? Okay, whatever. Maybe I'm wrong. But I feel like if you're like big fat nubber and you walk into the school, like kids are, I remember a kid who had a mom who that was like upwards of 300 pounds. And she, yeah. And I hopefully I won't get there, but I remember like myself, unfortunately in the whole class, like judging the fucking shit out of her, dude.
Yeah.
It was hard for her. And, again, the opposite is a parent or whatever who's in shape, and but it's not just for like judgment stuff. It's also for like like I feel myself getting exhausted running around the park with her, or doing just shit that should not be tiring, and I want to I want to kind of fix it. I'm sorry, this is probably boring, but yeah, that's kind of That's kind of like what I have in the back of my mind, where I'm like, I gotta get shit in gear again.
This is your standing or sitting poop story.
All right, let's move on.
No, I'm fucking around. No, it's pretty deep, dude. Like I haven't been lucky enough to have kids yet. You know that we've talked about it a million
Yeah, you'll
times.
get there.
But like anytime like you're thinking of your own childhood memories, connecting them to your actual child.
Yeah,
I mean that that comes from your soul.
totally. Yeah, like so, I don't whatever like negativity I like experienced or witnessed, I'm like, what can I do to not like put that on them? So yeah.
Also, so you either have to stuff it down inside and take up like drinking or hard drugs, or just get off your ass and go to the gym. That's it. Those are your options.
Yeah, those are my two options. Also, we're going to UFC 288 with Brett in May.
Yeah, excited about that.
There's nothing worse than being overweight in the heat.
Like, dude, wait. Can I quick sidebar?
Sure.
One of the times that we went down to Greenville to hang out with Brett at Sup Dogs.
Yeah.
I still remember I was out of shape and you were like in shape, and he goes up to you and he goes, "Hello, you look good, man. Looking good." And I just got like a, "Hey, Shorts, how you doing?" And I still remember that. It was like 10 years ago.
Okay. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, it was probably the Pauly D.
Oh yeah. I remember that. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that was like my last year. That was like right before I started eating like an asshole for like 24/7. But yeah, dude. Like I
look at this fat.
I have experienced life for a short period of time being in shape, and going out and being around people and all that stuff. Like it's completely different, because when you're like a big fat nubber and you're uncomfortable and you don't feel comfortable in your own skin, the fact that you're fat is always in the back of your mind.
Yeah, definitely.
Like you walk up to people and you're like, in the back of your mind, you're like, oh yeah, I'm the fat friend, or whatever. But and also again in the heat, like you're sweating, you fucking got what's it called, swamp ass, you're chafing, all that shit. It's like, man, I can't wait to get back to the hotel room and just fucking eat mozzarella sticks,
I almost didn't meet up with friends, like old friends from high school, twice in the past 6 months, because I was worried about people seeing me big, like a big fat hairy tit.
Oh yeah. So I totally understand that, dude.
And I hate that feeling.
Yeah. So
because like you just want to see them, but you don't want them to see you.
Yeah. Also, like you don't want that. Those thoughts to be like lurking in the back of your mind the whole time you're hanging out with them. And Richmond John, mozzarella sticks sound amazing right now, dude. I love mozzarella sticks, man. That was the appetizer that I chose over hanging out with Josie and going to Hooters after our performance at Sup Dogs. Do you remember that? As soon as we performed on stage and got.
No, I wasn't there that year.
What the fuck? Yes, you were. You didn't see me perform with the movie?
No.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
Like, no, I was like out of town or something. I couldn't make it.
You didn't see me on stage rapping to
we talked about it last
2,000 disinterested fans.
No, I was bitter at this. It would have been nice to see that.
Well, I've told this
story over your head forever.
I've told this story before, but yeah, I wrote the song for Brett, the Sup Dogs anthem, and I don't like to toot my own horn, but I think I did a good job. but it can't. I completed it like 10 days before Doggy Jams, and Brett texted me. He's like, "Yo, man, this is good. I like it. Do you want to do it on stage?"
Oh God.
You know, the old me would have been like, "Nah, dude, I'm a pussy. I don't want to do shit like that." But you know, I adopted this mentality, this belief where like any big opportunity you have to take it. So I was like, all right, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm gonna do it. And even though it makes no sense because people, you know, won't want to hear me on stage, but yeah, let's do it. And so I brought the movie with me because I need someone else up there with me, and he produced the song. And I was like, the movie, man, like I need you to
The movie.
I was like, I need you to like introduce us. I can't do like, you know, crowd work. I can't fucking like go back and forth with the crowd. You do that, and as soon as the beat hits, I'm just gonna go up and spit my bars. Ugh. And and he goes up, and dude, have you heard the story?
Yeah. You've told me like times.
For the 6 people watching, he goes, so the cover band who, like, I forget what their name is. Just the Tip is the name of the band.
Fans, yeah.
They kill it for like an hour and a half. They take a break, and it was our turn to go up, like in the intermission, and so we just like walk up. Everybody's chilling. They're like, all right, we're just gonna wait till P. Pablo comes up, and then out of nowhere you hear boop, boop, boop. He's like touching the mic. Doo, doo, doo. Hey, what's up, fam? Hey, we from Virginia. You know what I'm saying? We wrote a track for y'all.
That's a great movie impression, by the way.
You know what I'm saying? It's about Sup Dogs. You know, my boy, he's boys with Brett. And all right, yeah, DJ, cut that beat. And then we told the DJ, like, as soon as he says that, play the song. And fucking 7 seconds of silence went by after he said, cut that beat.
Oh,
yo,
no.
Muscles knows, drop that beat. Hey, yo, DJ, drop that beat.
Oh, God.
And he thought it was going to be like a boom, 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 boom. But it was crickets. It was like, drop that beat.
Oh, that's like telling a bad joke, and it just and you can't get to the next joke because you don't have any more.
Dude, yeah, it was a bad joke.
It was a bad joke.
So I'm standing in the corner because, like, A, I'm scared. B, I felt fatter than I've ever felt before, and C, like, I knew this was gonna bomb. You know what I mean? Like, why would they care? And so he goes, drop that beat. Nothing happens, and then 7 seconds later, and so like the beat starts, and Richard saw, is that Dane? No, it can't be. Movie. I'll tell that song. Hey. But so like
my truck are hot.
No, dude, I didn't have a mic. I'm sitting on the side of the stage. The movie's the only one with the mic, and I go up, or the beat starts playing. As soon as like it's my time to, like, you know, say my verse. I was gonna say spit my verse, but
it'd be funny if, like, after the 7 seconds you were like, that's my time.
As soon as it's my turn to, like, get into the song, I go up there and I'm like, I'm on the mic, and the microphone, I think it was for whoever the guitarist was for Just the Tip. So the mic was like stuck to the ground, and it was I couldn't pull it off pull it off the mic stand.
Oh no! So this
you
is
know
like
what I mean?
Nightmare.
Yeah. So like,
oh fuck.
You know, if I had a microphone, I would try to, like, walk around the stage and, you know, try to have some mic presence. But I was there fiddling with the mic stand, trying to get it off, and just, like, stuck there, just singing my stupid verse while,
it looks like you're holding a dick talking about trying to get it off.
Yeah. And I'm looking into the crowd, and I see, like, nobody caring, nobody giving a fuck. and and I'm just trying to like spit my lines as like passionately and as hard as I can. And the movie is like trying to hype the crowd. I mean, bless his soul, man. He came out there and gave it his all and tried to do everything he could. But like, dude, when I say the crowd,
talking.
What's that?
7 seconds of talking.
Yeah. No, but like when I was rapping, he's like trying to like do the what's it called, the libs and stuff. And dude, when I see the crowd was not into it. The crowd was not fucking feeling what we were doing up there, man.
Yeah.
They were like, they had their backs turned to us. A lot of them, nobody had their hands up or anything like that. It was like, it was such an embarrassing feeling.
What are the chances though? Because you and I are kind of similar in this vein.
I know what you're gonna say.
What was it?
That it went better than I'm saying it went.
Yeah. Not only are we both anxious as shit, but
I have
we
the video.
Kind of build things up in our heads. And
I have the video. Dude. We should play it on the show.
Let's do it now. Or we'll do it on Patreon.
On my phone, I gotta find it. We should play it on the next episode.
Yeah, next episode, next week.
Yeah, but and then we get off stage, right? The song's over, and I'm just like, I want to go to the hotel room and fucking hide, dude. And we get off the stage, and in an ideal world, when wasn't the hook like best 6? Oh yeah. The hook was Sup Dogs is the spot. Yeah, you know what's up. Let me get another double dog. No, let me get another best 6 inches in the city. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm double dogging when I'm rolling up. I'm trying to eat some cheesy tops with Brett because he's the boss. Yeah. So like when you get off stage and you perform, you're like, I don't know, like for the movie at least, he wanted somebody to acknowledge him, some girls to acknowledge him and be like, you guys killed it. Yeah, like here's our number. Can we suck your,
Right.
Yeah. Right. And dude, like we walk off stage. I'm telling you, I'm hiding in the fucking like the like furthest corner I could find because I was like, oh, that felt so fucking cringe, man. And some girl walks up to the movie, and dude, she looked like Beau LeBlanc. She was like, I mean, bless her heart, man. She appreciated what we did, and she was super nice, but she was a 2.3, and when you're at ECU at fucking Doggy Jams, dude, it's like MTV Spring Break in the late 90s.
You know what I mean? Right. Yeah.
You have to be like a smoke, but this chick like sought out the movie, and he was like, yeah, good looks, yeah, thank you, yeah, we practiced that shit a bunch. And she asked for his number, and he was like, let me get your Snapchat, and you know what I'm saying, maybe I'll hit you up there, and that was it. But like, dude, as soon as that shit was over, PD Pablo hit the stage. The crowd was revived.
First of all, like, how could you possibly win opening up for PD Pablo in North Carolina?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, that's a losing fucking battle. Like, everybody.
Dude, I don't want this to sound like. Yeah, dude, and I don't want this to sound like I'm like salty about the opportunity Brett gave us. Like,
sounds like you are.
No. If I'd given him the song with like more time, he could have done more to like prep people for what we were doing and who the fuck we were. But with like a week's time, what can you really do?
Yeah, it's tough, dude. I mean, and look, I've told you this 1,000 times. You're like a great fucking rapper, like, and I don't think people realize what goes into that and what's behind it. It really starts with being a great writer.
Oh, thanks, man.
And not only that, you have to have your own flow and be able to find the beat and work your own lyrics into all of that. I mean, that shit is I couldn't do that in 1,000 years.
What, write a song or write a verse?
Yeah, no chance. And I write for a living. I couldn't do that. You have like a natural. I don't even want to say it's a natural ability because that kind of does disservice to how good you are at it. I think, and you probably had to work at it a lot to get good at it. But you're like incredibly fucking talented at that stuff. So I when you tell me these stories, I go, well, I mean, you got yourself in that position in the first place. I could never do that. It's kind of like,
Bustle says, "Ripping the poops is all time artist." But I appreciate that, man. That was that I took that song very seriously. It was near and dear to my heart. But yeah, Richmond John says it was an impossible task, so set up for failure. But so after the event, like the movie was like he wanted to like he wanted to turn that experience and get what he could out of it by like bragging to as many chicks as he could about being on stage, and it worked out for him, I guess. Like he like the story goes that I went to the hotel as quickly as I could, and I just hid under the covers and like watched TV and was ordering appetizers.
Did you have to go to that Roach Hotel in Greenville?
Yeah. And I was ordering like, yeah.
God,
I didn't want to see anybody, but the movie was like determined to like maximize our profits and get the most out of it. And he goes, he goes into my room, and it was right after I ordered like all these appetizers, chicken tenders, Richard sauce nose, mozzarella sticks, just the work.
Richard sauce.
And I'm like, this is my reward for embarrassing myself. Is like, this episode.
This is my reward. This is my reward for crying.
and he comes into the room. He's like, "Yo, Oaf man, you ain't trying to go out?" And I'm like, "Nah, dude. Like, first of all, like, I'm in a relationship, and also like I just had the most embarrassing afternoon of my life. Like, I don't want to see anybody." He's like, "But yo, dog, like I'm getting mad numbers. Like they like that we was on stage." And I'm like, "Dude, nobody liked that we were on stage, man." And he goes, "Oh yeah, you think so? Look at all these Texases I got. Look at all these Texases." And he's like showing me the Texas.
Look at all these Houstons I got.
And I'm like, dude, I'm happy for you. I want you to do what you got to do, but I'm not in the place where I'm ready to like talk to people about what I just did. And also like I'm really looking forward to these appetizers and so many numbers from sixes, Richmond John says. But yeah, so like he was like, "All right, last chance, dog, last chance, you sure?" And I'm like, "Dude, I am 1,000,000% sure. I appreciate it, but he's like, "All right, I'm closing the door. I'm closing," and it took him like closing the door. He's like, "Closing the door, dog. I'm closing," as if I was gonna be like, "No, wait!" Like, I'm like,
keep it open. Keep it open.
Yeah, and he left, and long story short, he went to Hooters. He talked to some chick, met some chick, and he had a little a night out with I don't know if it was a Hooters chick or somebody who he met there, but he told me that she was disgusting, but he still like sealed the deal. So it was a complete night for him. But
didn't he used to like drive to like Manassas to meet pigs that he met on like Tinder? I'm not trying to work but I think I remember you telling me that once.
I don't know. The movie, like, he's got good game, and he finally embraced like the world of like app dating and Tinder and stuff like that. So he like I said last episode, he'll send me screenshots of people he matches with and they're monsters. But I think he's doing fine. I think he's doing well. I don't know, man. Like I think about that sometimes. I know we're over where we're supposed to
Oh yeah.
cut off, but I think about that sometimes. Like there are people like you and I who have committed to the traditional 30 upper 30s low 40s lifestyle where you settle down and fucking get a wife and do all that shit, and there's like a good portion of my friends and dudes I know who are just gonna live the bachelor life and bang strange off apps for the rest of their lives. And
Yeah.
I don't know how happy they are. I don't know if that's like
You know why I gave that up personally,
What?
and it's probably the same thing for you, but
Sometimes the eyes says it all. Sorry.
no, I just got tired. Honestly, I just got tired of going out. I got tired of dating. I get tired of doing all that shit, and I was like, it's just time. I was like, it's just time to settle down, and so when I met Emily and we hit it off so well, I was like, this is it. This has got to be it. I just can't do this shit anymore.
Did you get tired? Bustle says he was thinking about mistletoe to finish the deed with the chicks. You know what mistletoe is?
Yeah, it's the shit you hang over your head.
No, that's his cat. This sexy bitch. Yeah, he's got some weird like interspecies relationship with his cat, where he like stares at her asshole and gets off.
Those Morales boys and their pets, dude.
But did you get tired of it? Like, truthfully, did you get tired of it before you met her, or after you guys were dating? You were like, you know what? In hindsight, I don't want to do that anymore.
Before, because I remember I didn't even want to go out the night that I met her.
Why you didn't want to like date, do the small talk, do the schmooze?
I just wanted to like lay in bed, and my roommate at the time was like, "Dude, just come on, let's go."
Yeah, it's interesting, man. Like from the couple of people I know that like serial date and just like bang a new chick every week, they seem content, but who knows how they really feel. But the grass is always greener, and they could be unhappy, but I don't know. It's weird. A lot of my friends growing up are like, they've said that they're never going to have kids, and they're totally like cool with that. And I think that's like a thing that's going on with our generation, where like it's like accepted and almost like a cool thing to not want to have a family, not want to have kids.
Do you want to say who you told me decided he didn't want to have kids, or no?
The one that got the snip? Nah, I don't want to put him on blast.
Okay, all right.
But yeah. A very young guy I know got a vasectomy.
Pretty young.
Yeah. And dude, like, it's crazy, but I'm not that shocked by it. I'm like, a lot of people that age are like, nah, fuck kids.
Well, it's like a worldwide problem, actually. Like the global population or global birth rate or whatever is like sinking dramatically, and there's all kinds of theories about what's behind it. Like, people think maybe people having phones in their pocket like could be affecting it. I don't think it's anything like that. I think it's people just aren't sized.
Yeah, I don't think it has anything to do with infertility.
It's a huge problem in China. It's becoming a problem in the U.S. too.
Well, I don't know. We'll figure it
out. Let's head to the Patreon. For everybody who tuned in tonight, thanks a lot. We're gonna do
Muscles, Dickie Sauce, Richmond
John, Bill Rowland.
Yeah, Bill Rowland, the
baller Bill Rowland,
who won't make themselves known. We appreciate you.
We're gonna do a second show on the Patreon, exclusive to the Patreon listeners and viewers. We're again, like I said, we're trying to figure all this stuff out, but we're trying different stuff, different methods, different formulas to figure out what fits for us and what fits for the listeners. So we'll post all this stuff either after the show tonight or first thing in the morning on the Patreon, both videos. So if you guys want to subscribe to that, it's only $5. It's, I feel like we're not asking for a lot there, but we need money to come in so we can reinvest in the show too, realistically. So, head to our Twitter accounts, at OthelloBT, at Chris Lingbach, and you can find the Patreon link there.
All right. Peace out, y'all.